Hey, dude.
Hey, dude.
What's up, man?
All right, man.
Guess what we got?
Cream sodas?
You're right. Let's
yeah,
clink
we
'em.
do.
Let's clink 'em. Hey, IBC soft drink. Let's take a sip.
What a good guy.
First sip of the day.
Yep.
It's not like
It's like
three takes to get this right.
It's like a little caressing of my throat, like
It is.
like a pillow fight in my trachea.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bite Size Lemons, episode 10.
Is this episode 10?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah, can you believe it's been 10 weeks?
Yeah, it's pretty good, dude.
That's pretty crazy.
We are on a roll.
We are. Dude, I'm super proud of us.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get through like 3 episodes and we were both be like, I don't want to.
Yeah, no, we're all
having a
about
good time.
Yeah, and like we only ended up like almost announcing our friendship like 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
5? Oh, you mean before this episode started?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we got some of that sweet news wedge. What are we talking about though today?
We are talking about some silly news.
Oh yes.
Yeah. For our news wedges, there's some really strange things going on this planet in the nerd world.
Yeah, we got like James Bond, for instance, Daniel Craig, the guy who used to be currently playing.
He was the blonde Bond, yeah?
Yeah, he's blonde
Okay,
Bond. Yeah. He's the Bond that if you put them all in a room together, he would kill every other Bond,
Great.
like single-handedly.
Wonderful.
Yeah, he's pretty intense. I liked him, but he did not like him.
He was like, look here, guys.
He said he would rather do some very horrible things than play Bond again.
He was like, look here, guys. I never want to do this ever again.
Yeah, so basically he turned down $63 million, / also said some very
Wonderful
things. Very creative things.
Very,
you can Google those
colorful.
if you're interested.
Man, I wish I could turn down $63 million.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if somebody offered me to do $63 million to, like, play a part, I would be Barney. Like,
yeah,
I would straight up, like, I don't know, high five, like, the president or something. Like,
dude, I would high five the president
for, like, $10.
No, for nothing. I'd pay $10 to high five the president.
Yeah. High five the president.
All right, what's the limit?
Alice
how
just
much
said
would
talk
you
to bullies.
How much would you pay to high five the president?
I would pay probably $103.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty up there.
Yeah.
Is it because it's Obama or just because he's
Yeah,
the
because
president?
it's Obama.
Oh, so what about, say,
George Clooney?
Jim McFlubin?
Who is that?
He's the new president.
Oh, okay.
As of yesterday.
Well,
he's fine. He's just some dude
he's just some guy.
of indistinguished race or gender. Could be a woman.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't, just a person, but they're the president. How much you want to pay to high five them?
Nah, it'd be like maybe, like, I don't know, $43.
That's pretty good. I was going to say, like, I could go up to like 55.
43 is kind of my max. Maybe 43.50.
Yeah,
but
I think 55 if I could get a photo.
No, like 43 and 50 cents.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Get like a photo, like get a slow motion camera going in the background.
That would be like 65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Anyway.
talking. Anyway.
Oh yeah, what are we talking about?
The bond.
Oh, $63 million. Yeah, that's a lot of money to turn down, man.
Right? I would just dang, that is a lot of stuff.
Especially to be a beloved character that is in an awesome movie.
Yeah. And it's like, also, you know how many lightsabers you could buy with that?
A lot.
Yeah. That's a lot of lightsabers.
Yeah. Like practically 500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a thing. There's been talk of a female Bond.
So here's the thing,
What are your thoughts on that?
I'm not about it. I don't.
Why is that?
I think Bond is a. That's something that kind of weirds me out. I think I've talked about this a little bit before. Is like, I don't think that they should take characters and make them females. I think that's a little strange for me, because I think some characters are defined by their masculinity. I'm not saying that I don't want women to be playing popular characters. I just want them to be playing women, you know? Make a strong, independent woman character that doesn't have to ride on the coattails of a man. And so you have the female Bond, for instance, or the one thing that really, really, like, shook me. My parents started watching Elementary for a little while, and that's a Sherlock Holmes little bit where
Watson
female. Is a female.
Yeah.
And it just like, I was like, John Watson is like a beloved.
What is her name? Is it just something else?
I guess
or is
it's
it
like Jane Watson.
Joanna?
I didn't watch enough of it to know. But
I feel like something that small doesn't really matter, but you've got stuff like Linkle.
Yeah.
I almost said Tinkle. Linkle is not fine.
Yeah. Well, okay. The thing about Linkle is the fact that, like, in her story is like she is not actually Link. She grew up thinking she was the hero reincarnated, and then she finds out like later that she's not. And kind of crushes her dreams.
Nailed it.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I'd be down for a female Bond if it wasn't Bond. You were talking earlier about how, like, you know, women character can obviously carry. We saw that with, like, even ScarJo. And she's getting her own Black Widow. Yeah, she's getting her own Black Widow movie.
In the talks, right? Is that pretty much confirmed?
It's confirmed, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's on the way. She's doing Ghost in the Shell, which I think is going to be great. So she's the lead in that. She was in Lucy,
which was kind of weird,
which wasn't good, but she was still, you know, the lead and carried the film. So it's not a problem of women not being able to carry the film.
Well, then you also have people like, you know, Meryl Streep has carried a few films. You know, taking those to the box
even when
office.
She's not the main character. She's carried those films.
So, like, you know, that's straight up like, there are female actresses out there that can carry movies. They don't have to have a name like Bond tagged onto them.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You were talking about how Bond is like a total womanizer and kind of above the law and kind of not a great character. Pretty questionable motives. And it'd be weird to, I guess, within today's culture to have like what is a female womanizer?
I mean,
a manonizer.
A manonizer? No, I mean, I think that like it is strange to think about that, but I think like if they spun it the right way, it could work. Yeah. I mean, we are living in the 21st century, so it's like
the 31st century.
Yeah, 2068, 2000 mindy Enya 4.
2060 mindy nah.
70.
I think the problem is that it just completely changes the fundamental, you know, structure of that character and his relationship with M and his relationship with, you know, MI6, everything. Or her in this case.
Yeah.
You know,
and it does have,
it wouldn't be Bond.
Yeah, I don't think it would be. Granted, you know, I could see like a Bond film that focused on, you know, a female agent, but it wasn't Bond.
Yeah. You know what's something, I was talking to someone, I can't remember who it was, something that I'd love to see a gender reversal on is Doctor Who.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
cool. I could
cool.
see an awesome female doctor.
Yeah.
And that totally works because they're like alien and it's not like, it wouldn't be awkward, the switch. You know, it would just be this is an alien and this is their next form, you know?
Yeah.
Unlike Bond, which, you know, is tied to so many things from, you know, the 60s and where they're like...
Also, yeah, so Bond came from a completely different time period.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, you want to kind of revolutionize those kind of things, but some things need to stay classic. Like, you can't just go up and be like, oh, we're going to do a movie about a female Frank Sinatra. Like, it's like, what? What is happening here?
Yeah.
You know, and we're going to name her Franklin Sinatra.
Someone who they've been talking about having that's actually spun more controversy than this, than the female Bond, is Idris Elba. The guy who plays, well, dang it, you've never seen... Have you seen Thor?
Mm-mm.
Big black dude, really handsome. Very handsome.
Oh, the Guardian dude? The guy who guards the Rainbow Bridge?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So he's been in talks for Bond because he's, you know, British man. And I think that guy'd be great.
Dude,
but people
that
are
guy...
like, you can't have a black Bond. It's like,
what
are you talking about?
Okay. What?
It makes no sense.
I mean, yeah, okay. That kind of does go back, you know, different time period, all that kind of stuff. But that, I think, is a lot easier to do than changing the gender of a main character.
Yeah. Anyway.
People are weird.
We're getting into some stuff, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of role reversals and a bunch of problems, Hail Hydra. So...
Okay.
Oh my lord.
Oh boy, there's a can of worms. Oh, look at all those worms. They're scuttering across the floor. This is weird. It's like a scene from Dante.
Captain America, apparently, in this new run, hails Hydra.
Yeah, he
His
was
sworn enemy.
a Hydra agent all
Nazis
along.
did not see that coming.
Wow. Wow.
Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's makes no sense.
It doesn't.
We were talking about doing twists perhaps this time around, but we're saving that for another time.
It's honestly the fact that I don't know. I don't think he's gonna stay that way.
Of course he's not. Superman is not gonna stay dead. You know, Spider-Man's not gonna stay the clone. He's gonna, you know, that's the way comic books are. But that's a dumb decision.
Yeah, but I don't know why they dropped that bomb in the first place. But I mean, hey, everybody's talking about it, so
it's true. And also, I mean, they had this kind of whole thing with Winter Soldier back in, I guess, 2000, maybe around
2000.
Yeah, something like that. And you know, same kind of idea. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be like triple agent kind of situation. But man, that's weird.
Well, the fact that like there's just a still frame of him just saying "Hail Hydra" is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so shocking that it's everything against that character.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, Captain America was like not in the spotlight at all before this comic came.
Not really.
Wait, yeah, he was. He had his own like 5 movies.
Yeah.
Why did you need to spruce up his name right now?
Like those are some rough movies, man.
Yeah.
You're talking about the new ones. Right
Yeah.
now. Oh, I thought you meant like the 90s ones. I was
No.
like, John, stop.
No, I'm talking about the new ones.
I don't know what that's about.
Why did you have to drop a bomb like this? It's not like you're trying to get people talking about Captain America right after Civil War came out.
I know. Yeah,
You know?
it's like, well, I mean, the highest grossing summer blockbuster right now.
Right. It's like
what's your problem?
Yeah,
maybe,
you guys need to calm down, sir.
Maybe they're just trying to hit 2 billion, you know?
I guess. They're just having a good time.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
They're going to be like, all the hints are in the movies. You should go see them right now.
Yeah. It's pretty much like Batman saying, I shot my parents.
It's pretty much like Superman saying, I was the reason Krypton exploded.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yep.
It's pretty much like Green Goblin going like, not actually crazy, just decided to have a good time.
It's pretty much like Ash, Ketchum, or Red being like, no, I'm just going to train this Pikachu.
It's pretty much like Pikachu just going like, I could actually speak English this whole time.
I'm a dog.
And I also have no problem going into a Pokeball. I just wanted to mess with you.
Yeah. It's pretty much like Mega Man being like, I'm actually Dr. Wily's son.
It's pretty much like Brock being like, my eyes were just closed this whole time.
It's pretty much like Wallace being like, no, I just farted in your kitchen because I think it's hilarious.
My dog Wallace?
Yeah.
It's pretty much like Snorlax being like, oh, I was awake. I just wanted to hear the song.
I have literally drank like 3 energy drinks. I am feeling good.
Oh. And you're also sipping down a cream soda.
No.
Wait,
Snorlax.
What? Oh, Snorlax. I was like, oh, that's random. Anyway, so that's what it's like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I thought it was from my experience, big news like that comes out and it causes a bunch of people to start talking about it. It causes like this really big buzz, and it gets people like, you know, reignited for the series or something like that. I don't really understand why they did that right now, because Captain America seems to be doing pretty fine for me.
Well, and the thing is, you and I, as you know, people in this kind of group that have been there for a while, we know that it's not going to stick around. Like Death of Superman, when that happened, people were actually losing their minds. They were like, because that's the first time something, you know, a bombshell had been dropped like that.
Yeah.
And I guess that was close to 1980. I don't know, man. 1990. I couldn't tell you.
What, the Man of Tomorrow? Like when Superman like gave up his powers?
No, Death of Superman.
Oh, okay.
Let me Google that real quick.
Okay. So while he's Googling that, I would like to share.
1992.
Okay. I was gonna.
What did you talk about while I was gone?
Well, you know, I was talking about Snoopy and his dog.
Oh, Snoopy.
And
anyway,
his dog.
So yeah, speaking of you know, media that seems to be doing really well, that's owned by Disney, and Disney just dropped a massive trailer.
Man,
it beat out Force Awakens.
Our news wedges are getting massive segues nowadays.
Oh yeah, they are.
This is like Austin tourism.
Making these up on the fly, by the way. Just
way
saying.
To go.
I'm pretty impressed with myself. Beauty and the Beast trailer, live action.
Yeah.
It's
got the Emma Watsons in it, doesn't it?
The Emma Watsons and the Ewan McGregor's. The Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The Obi-Wan and the Hermione.
And the Magneto.
Yeah.
Dude, that is a killer cast.
Well, I mean, hey.
Oh, and my wife is in it, Emma Thompson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got married since episode 6.
Yeah, that's a thing. I forgot.
Yeah, anyway, so if you guys know Emma Thompson.
It was on my 21st birthday.
Tell her to
give you a call.
Hit me up.
Yep.
Email me at thebslpodcast@gmail.com.
Come on, Emma.
Anyway.
We need you back.
Yeah, so that beat out the Force Awakens trailer.
Yep.
For quickness of millions of views.
Well, I mean, you know, you also have like a bunch of children that are watching it because, like,
look at John defending the Star Wars trailer, man.
Yeah.
Well,
lightsabers are cool, right?
I don't know how it did.
It's because Emma Watson's in it.
So what, dude? Star Wars. I remember when that.
I don't think you understand how attractive Emma Watson is.
Do you remember where you were when the Star Wars trailer dropped?
Think I was in your room.
Do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died?
Pretty sure I was in your room.
Yeah. So anyway. So, are you ready for a freaking awesome segue that I just planned right now?
Yes.
Speaking of all these remakes, what is our episode about today, John?
Remakes.
Yeah, we did it.
Wow. Look at this. We are gliding along this traffic cone like it's some sort
Just rolling around in a little Segway at the speed of sound.
Got places to go.
Okay, here's the thing. I started a job at a bakery, and our bosses were out, and one of my friends was like, hey, man, what do you want to listen to? I can control the music right now. And I was like, how about City Escape from Sonic Adventure Battle 2? And he's like, all right. And he went and played it.
For 10 hours.
Song finishes. I'm like, oh, it's playing again. Oh, it's playing again. Oh, we listened to it for 2.5 hours before someone lost their minds.
Wow.
The 10-hour version, like you said.
That's
so good.
So good.
Anyway, remakes. That one needs one.
Oh gosh. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Of course it
That
does.
game was so scary.
3 hours of gameplay and then chow raising for years.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Anyway, so
remakes. We're talking
what are the rules?
we're gonna talk about games, songs, movies, clothing, fashion lines.
Yep.
Pedicure materials.
Yeah, so we're pretty much gonna cover some of the best, some of the worst, some of the ones we think of the top of our heads.
Yep.
So
let's get started. I think we'll start in the video game area.
yeah, let's do it. All right,
Okay.
what have we? Oh, recently, Twilight Princess.
Yeah. So
If you can call that a remake.
yeah, well, I call it a remake.
And Nintendo calls it a remake for some reason.
So I really like the fact that it was processed on just like a higher processor. It looks a little sharper. I think it's just because like I did notice that there was like a lot of fuzz around the characters and the designs.
Yeah, there was. Definitely.
And I really, really do like the sharpness that they added. So it's almost as if like the first time you put on glasses, you know, you're just feeling good. Like you're like, wow, I can see blades of grass now. Like
I thought it was one big thing.
that's actually what I thought when I got glasses.
That's a true story from John's life. That's for real.
Yeah, so like
Okay, here's the deal about Twilight Princess.
and I think it's pretty high definition.
It's the exact same game plugged into a Wii U, so the Wii U can handle the game a little bit better.
Yeah, but it's done right now.
No, it's not. Oh my gosh. If you guys have seen Segue to Wind Waker, that game looks incredible.
So, Wind Waker was near the beginning-ish area of GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight Princess was towards the end of GameCube into the Wii.
Yeah, so it was released on both. Like,
Like the
what Zelda U is
going to be.
Yeah.
Zelda Unix.
Unix.
Oh boy.
Un-X.
So, you know, Wind Waker had a very revolutionary art style that it threw out there.
Yeah, with Young Link.
Yeah, with
Toon Link.
Yeah, what they call Toon Link now. And that was like, you know, there with Minish Cap, Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, which you talked about, and then Spirit Tracks. You know, you have all these games that use that kind of art style and that Toon Link character. So when you compare Wind Waker, the original, to HD Wind Waker,
stark difference.
Absolutely, it is as if somebody wiped the mud off of a window, because everything is very flat.
Yeah.
Color wise in Wind Waker original,
it's so vibrant in the
HD. All of the colors pop.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job. Like, you know, the fluidity of the just the graphics in general. It doesn't look like things are forced in any way. I felt, you know, given the limitations that the GameCube had, it was great. But now we're, you know, wanting to go back and play it. And now we can in this, you know, better rendered, better art. Because they really highlighted the art style in that game.
Oh, yeah. Well, they redid so much.
Yeah, and then they made the art style another focus. They redid all of, like, the colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Another thing that they added, which was, oh my gosh, saved my life. No, you don't understand, Alistair. You didn't play the GameCube version. There was no Swift sale in the GameCube version. The game was grueling. And they also dumbed down the Triforce finding pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh. That was just absolutely grueling. Like, there were times when I was playing through that game on the GameCube where I just gave up at the Triforce part.
Fair enough.
I was like, I'm done. Also, like, you would have to change the wind direction every time you wanted to move a different direction.
Yeah.
And your sail moved at,
Mach 0.
Yeah. About negative 27 knots.
Yeah, so you're going backwards.
Yeah.
Something that the only thing that stands out in Twilight Princess for me in this this HD. I keep wanting to say HD.
HD?
I don't know why.
Because you're crazy?
Yeah, I guess. I listen to all like the British news for all this stuff.
Do they say HD?
They say HD. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
And Australia as well. Anyway.
I wish I was British.
Me too.
I'm brown.
Me too.
Oh.
Anyway.
Revolutions.
Yeah. So, Twilight Princess, the best thing they did, in my opinion, is the update of controls. Because, it was a Wii U. Or it was on a Wii.
Yeah.
And it was kind of janky at some points.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like Kakariko Village on the Nunchuck and Wii U or Wii controller.
Yeah,
there's
delivering to Kakariko.
Yeah, the deliver to Kakariko. There's like help forums for people who are stressed because of that.
And you're one of them, right?
It's my least favorite moment in gaming.
Yep.
And then we played through it, and so John and I are switching off. He's like, all right, man, I'll be regular Link, you be Wolf Link. I'm like, great, let's do it. And then we get to the delivery for Kakariko. I'm like, oh, it sucks to... What are you doing?
Like,
You're like,
you need to take this controller.
No.
I was like, you need to do this. You need to complete Twilight Princess.
And I did it.
It was great because, like, the controls actually made sense.
They work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you have to, like, jankily move around your craziness.
Yeah.
Jankily.
I was like, why aren't they on fire yet?
They're like, everyone is burning. And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then... like even I had trouble with it so what ended up happening was it was extremely hard, and
I was so mad.
Yeah, and so I ended up taking the controller and completing that little bit, but I had beaten it time and time again because I'd played through the game again.
Yeah.
And it was still really difficult, and the fact that on the Wii U it actually made sense. We were like, thanks, Nintendo.
Yeah, they did something right with those controllers. It's all very fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And also, like, so in the Wii version of the game, you had a bunch of menus. It looked like, you were in an Iron Man suit or something. Like,
yeah, the HUD was getting crazy.
Yeah, it was getting pretty crazy. But now they've really simplified it, so that's really good too. You get to focus a little bit more on the stories and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
There's not like a giant Wiimote in the middle of the screen.
Something that we were talking about. What were we talking about?
Remakes, video games.
Yeah,
Zelda.
There was some segue in there about like you shorten a name for something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sun and Moon, what's the abbreviation?
Soon. Because it's coming soon.
What happens when it's here?
It's soon because there's going to be something else soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have been saying S&M, and I'm like...
Please stop.
You better not go there. Nope. I don't want any children Googling Pokemon S&M.
Yikes.
So, yeah. Don't Google that.
Don't do it.
Because I did earlier looking for Sun and Moon. I was like, oh boy.
Oh no.
This is the worst thing.
Okay.
So anyway.
All right.
So look up Sun
is it
and
hot
Moon.
In here?
Yeah. So speaking of Pokemon, Soul Silver is a remake.
It is.
Seriously, don't Google it. It stands for something so bad.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I mean, the thing is, we've had this problem before with Pokemon. And
Diamond and Pearl.
Yep, there it is. All right.
Okay.
Gosh, they really need to work on those. I think a lot of people have been saying Sumo.
Sumo.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot more than S&M.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I think Sumo works because you've got like, I think if it's pronounceable, go for it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, can't really work red, blue, and green. Then
Why don't they call it Mun?
Fair enough.
Mun.
They could call it Mun and Soon.
Mun and Soon. They can call it Monsoon.
Monsoon.
But that would actually be terrible because that's like a devastating thing that happens in that part of the world.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Oh, well.
Anyway. So, Soul Silver, I think, is... We've talked about it.
Love Soul Silver.
We'll talk about it some other time, like favorite video games or whatever. But one of the best remakes of Pokemon. It's really good.
Yeah.
Same with Oris.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Yeah, the Sapphire and Ruby remakes were really, really great for me. I liked them a lot. I like the 3D aspects, and it really revamped some of the music that like defined my childhood. So
yeah, all I want is Pokemon that can follow you.
Right? I think it's gonna be a lot harder to do that in 3D, but like, it's gotta happen, guys.
It'll be so worth it.
It will be so worth it. I would love that. Honestly, I'm upset that I sold my Heart Gold because of that reason.
HGSS, man. That's where it's at.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We should replay through those.
Yeah, we should.
Do
you have a Heart Gold lying around?
Huh?
Do you have a Heart Gold lying around?
No.
You should go get one and then we can replay it.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
$200.
No, it's only Soul Silver that's expensive.
Oh, really? Heart Gold is
like
trash?
Heart Gold's trash.
Great.
Yeah, Soul Silver's like $50.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Anyway, the only other game I have is Halo 2 Remastered.
Yeah. So
boy, is that a pretty looking game.
Yeah, it is. Even like the Master Chief Collection was really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's on.
Yeah, it's part
collection.
of it.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, the whole thing looks great.
Yeah, but we talked about the sweaty sergeant.
Yeah, you can see Sergeant Johnson's sweat
all over the place. Like you could fill like a pitcher with that.
Ew, it's so gross. Yeah, but oh my gosh, when I remember showing you stills for that. Mm-hmm. When I saw the Arbiter,
yeah,
I lost my cool.
Well, granted, like Halo 5 has a lot of those graphics as well.
It does.
So that's really exciting as well. But
but can't play it.
But can't play it because apparently, oh man. So okay, I just recently got Overwatch. Which is a really cool game. It's the first kind of like shooter game that I've really been into in a very long time.
I think we should do an Overwatch episode.
I don't know if it can do an Overwatch episode.
Sure we can.
Well, yeah, a lot of the story and stuff is painted before, but there's basically what it is: competitive online gameplay.
Yeah, and
I really got into it. Wallace is going crazy. Huh? I really got into it, and I was really excited. But one thing that I was doing is Alistair was like, "Hey, does this have like a co-op 2-player story mode or anything like that?" I was looking it up, and on like forums and stuff that I was looking at, they were like, "Yeah, local gameplay
it's dead.
Is a thing in the past now." And I was like, no way. Like, there's gotta be some outlet for at least a little bit of local gameplay.
It's
like
gone.
A storyline or anything that you could do. But apparently not. They're like, yeah, gaming is just not the same anymore. It's going into the online direction, which is something I'm really crushed about.
Yeah. Maybe we're getting older, and that's why we're just part of that generation that wants to sit down and do that. But I think it changes the whole dynamic of gaming, especially community gaming.
Yeah, definitely. It's one thing to have a LAN party. It's another to all be plugged into the same machine, you know?
Yeah.
And granted, like, the people before us were like, you know, it's one thing to be plugged into one machine, but it's more applicable to be sitting at a table, you know, rolling dice or something. And it's I guess, yeah.
And people
like,
before that was like,
hey,
it was like, we should be kicking a ball together. And before that, they were like, we should be hunting deer together. And before that, they were like,
we should be eating. And before that, they were like, we should be eating algae together.
and before that, they were nothing.
And before that, the whole universe was in a hot, dense state.
And the vegetation comes down. Absolutely nailed it.
Gold.
That has been your history lesson.
Amen to that.
That's some bite-sized history.
All right,
right
there you go. Speaking of little things that we're gonna start doing.
Oh yeah.
Just as a sidebar.
We bought a Pomeranian.
And
it's very little.
Pomeranian.
No, we didn't. I don't know what I'm saying.
No, we don't even live in the same house.
Little things that we're starting.
So, we are going to start a little segment called Assorted Citrus.
Yeah.
And for those of you that probably have turned off this episode by now because it is going to be an hour long.
Nailed it.
We're going to make smaller videos so that you guys can listen to them kind of in passing.
Yeah.
They're going to be about 5 to 10 minutes long, no longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're going to be literally just us talking about absolutely anything.
Yeah, so it'll be assorted.
Yep.
Citrus.
And
because keeping with the lemon brand.
Yeah. It's gonna be definitely a hoot because some of these might be done, you know, solo with Alistair or I. I don't have the recording equipment that Alistair does, so if I ever have to do one alone, sorry guys. But you know, it's gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to it because I think this is a really great way to definitely keep us posted or keep you guys posted without you guys having to like sit through an hour-long episode.
Right. And we're probably going to try to keep those weekly. Yeah, when John came up with the idea, I was on board as well, and I mentioned that we could do something like upload it halfway between. That way we can keep you guys, you know, keep some stuff going for you if you ever run out of your bite-sized needs.
Your bite-sized you just are craving something sour.
Yeah. And
man, that's what we should have named it. We should have named it Sour Cravings.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Assorted Citrus is really good though.
What do you no, I guess what do you guys think it should be called? I guess email in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good stuff.
Okay, I think Assorted Citrus is where we landed.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Sour Cravings. I was saying we should call it Less Than a Sour because it is going to be a short episode. It's kind of stupid.
I was thinking that we were going to call it Appealing, but that's just because I'm a goofball.
Yeah.
Okay, back to remakes. Let's get to movies.
All right, let's do it. So we got stuff like Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
Thoughts?
So, Alice in Wonderland was a really weird thing because when it came out, I was all about it. I even bought the soundtrack for it.
It's a good soundtrack.
Pretty good soundtrack. It's a really good soundtrack. But like, I watched the movie again recently, like a year ago, and I was like, this movie isn't good.
It's not.
Not at all.
Not at all.
And you know, I was really excited for it when it came out for some reason, and I think it had something to do with the fact that like my mom, when I was like a wee tiny squirt, tiny little baby, I was read Alice in Wonderland. So like my mom read it to me as a bedtime story, and so Alice in Wonderland kind of holds a special place in my childhood, just like apparently everything else that we talk about on this freaking podcast.
Kind of the point, expressing our inner child.
So when I got to see it, you know, kind of rendered in a better big screen and all that kind of stuff, not like the poo movies of like the past or even Disney movies.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a
But yeah, then
Good movie, that original one.
But then I rewatched it and I was like, yeah, this is trash.
It's pretty bad. The only redeeming quality is
that sword.
Is the cast.
Oh.
But then again, they're like hidden behind like 1,000 pounds of CGI.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
You had Alan Rickman was the Caterpillar, which I think is a great choice.
Oh, yeah.
Helena Bonham Carter was the Red Queen. Fantastic.
Johnny Depp was Mad Hatter. Yeah. I don't know. I think that there's something weird because a lot of these remakes that we're going to talk about have Johnny Depp in them.
Yes, they do.
But I want to go ahead and preface that all with this. I don't think Johnny Depp's a bad actor.
He's not. He's taken some very questionable roles in the past couple years, though.
Yeah. I think that the roles that he's been put in, I think just... Look here, Johnny. If you're listening to this...
Listen, John.
Listen, look here, McJJ.
Listen here, Mr. Depp.
Look here, JD.
Here's the thing, Johnny. You've gone off the Depp end. In a big way.
I think he's trying to challenge himself with some of the roles that he's getting. And I think that those challenges are really not highlighting him as a good actor.
I think that he is... I don't think he's in the spotlight anymore, and he's trying to get back into that. And you've got people like Tim Burton who casts him in everything, and people are getting tired of it. Mm-hmm. You know, like Mad Hatter.
I'm done.
He's just playing the same character. He just is a confused Johnny Depp on screen.
Yeah.
And it's like, give us something else.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, do you want to dog on Johnny Depp a little bit more?
Yeah, let's go.
How about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Charlie and the creepy Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, so you had Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which was creepy.
I thought that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory
it's good.
Was very good.
It's very good.
It was terrifying as a child.
Absolutely creepy.
Absolutely terrifying.
Then comes
along... It was like, this chocolate is going to kill everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, word?
Then comes along Tim Burton, and he makes it even scarier.
Creepier.
It's like, what are you doing?
One of the worst things about that film was the beloved Oompa Loompa songs that were like just so cheesy and so corny, like absolutely like endearing in the weirdest way. Doompa, doompa, doompa dee doo. You know, it was like, this is really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this. But then you find yourself singing it every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. It's so catchy.
They completely destroyed that in the new
Here's
movie.
what happened with the Oompa Loompas. So the Charles Heston version. Charles Heston? Is that who it is?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm going to be embarrassed if that's like a country singer from the 60s. Anyway, so in that version, the Oompa Loompas were little people who at the time were just called midgets. And it was like, they were obviously very mistreated for this movie. They had green wigs put on their head, and they were spray painted orange.
Hey,
it's
I
like,
know somebody like that.
It's like, could you get any more politically incorrect? Oh, yes, we can.
Yes.
We can literally hire one Indian man to play every single Oompa Loompa and give him the worst Indian accent ever.
It was so
great.
Bad.
Fantastic.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad. And all of the songs that they did were terrible.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to look up this guy who played him. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. A family and kids movie. Oh my god.
It was so scary. Also, like, the big twist at the end, you know, wasn't really a thing. Like, I said good day! You know, that was, you know, that was a huge thing. And then, you know, Charlie's like, here's the gobstopper, yo. And he's like,
yo,
you're worth it, man. I don't care that you messed up my factory. You own it now, brah. Let's go into the flying propeller elevator of doom. And this one, they're just like, so your family's starving.
I just pulled up
Oh boy.
some of the best pictures of. All right, you'll never guess what the man who plays the new Oompa Loompa is called.
What do people call him?
Just think of the craziest thing you can think of. The coolest, craziest thing.
What?
His name is Deep Roy.
What?
First name Deep, last name Roy. He was the body double for Yoda.
Are you kidding me?
This little guy is a legend. He is 4'4". Dude, that is so wild. He was also in the Neverending Story.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the tiny.
What a lad.
That's pretty funny, man.
What a good lad.
What a little guy.
What the good lad.
I keep saying a little guy, and I don't mean to.
Take it, Alistair.
How are these?
You should be hired to...
How are these any better?
You should be hired to go and work for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Honestly, what a racist little set of characters the Oompa Loompas are.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
It was pretty bad.
I love it. Anyway, what are we talking about? All right.
We are not condoning racism.
No, we're not.
But dang, that was funny.
But feel free to have your own opinions, even if they're horrible. Lone Ranger? Speaking of racism.
When Johnny Depp became
the beloved Native American character Tonto.
Completely politically incorrect.
So
completely
great. They were like, hey movie executive.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, we're gonna make a Lone Ranger movie. Isn't that cool?
Okay, yeah. So you're just gonna like update it and like, you know.
Yeah, we're thinking of Charlie, what's that guy's name? Archie Hammer for the lead role as the Lone Ranger. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, he's a good
So you know the very respected character Tonto, the Native American, that we should be very, sensitive towards because we've absolutely eradicated them?
Yeah.
How about a white man? How about Johnny Depp?
Wait, hold on. Let's backpedal a little bit. Let's take this into consideration.
We could just put white face paint on him and put a hat on him and give him a bird and give him a very bad Native American accent.
Sally, give me my beer. We're gonna ride this.
Sally, make it 20.
We're gonna ride this to the box office like it is some sort of pony on steroids.
All right, hold on. Let's take a guess. How much did this movie cost to make, The Lone Ranger?
$28.
$28.
Well, there was that whole moving scene where they were on the train, so maybe
perhaps
38.
kind of expensive.
Yep. I don't know. That movie was really strange for me because like my dad, when I was a kid, he used to quote a lot of like, "What's this week, Imosabi?" He did that all the time.
Yeah, he still does.
Yeah, he still does. Yeah, he did it yesterday, and
he just said it right now.
He's probably saying it. He is on the phone talking to my guitars,
saying it.
Saying it. My guitars are like, we're inanimate objects, yo.
Wow, this cost $225 million and made $260 million.
Woo!
How did that happen? Wow.
People like my dad were like, yeah, I need to go see this.
And then your dad was so disappointed.
I don't know if he was. Actually, I don't know if he saw it.
This got 2 Academy Award nominations.
Okay.
For best visual effects and best makeup and hairstyling.
So apparently we are about as misinformed on this movie as we were.
No, this movie's terrible.
The console gamings.
No, we're not even close to as misinformed as we are on gaming consoles. That's a bad movie.
It got 2 Academy Awards.
I don't know how.
How many Academy Awards do you have?
Oh. None.
I don't have any.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that one that I made up was not a. It was.
So you don't have Best Supporting Actress in real life?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a liar.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Hairspray was a weird time in my life.
Oh. You've got a couple other movies like True Grit. That's a great remake. You've got one of my personal favorites, The Thing. I love that movie.
That's so scary.
It is terrifying.
I am not a big horror film fam.
I'm not a big horror film fan.
I know.
Fee fi fo fum. I don't like
I
horror
got a
movies.
doctor.
I'm a doctor too. Gotcha. Anyway, so I think one of the most successful remakes in film is it's not a film to film remake, but it's a book to film remake.
Okay.
Everything by Disney.
Everything.
Pretty much.
All of the fairy tales, because like, okay, there were probably like some campy, crazy, jank version of these fairy tales when movies first came out.
Oh yeah.
And so like,
have you seen The Little Mermaid that came out a year after The Little Mermaid?
No.
It is, the animation is terrifying because it's so bad.
And a lot of these stories came from the Grimm stories. And the Grimm brothers were a couple of twisted, dark-minded people who were like, yeah, we're going to make up this fantasy world where everything goes wrong and people learn lessons. And by learn lessons, I mean, like, cut their feet open.
Ew.
Yeah. And
yeah, they all had dark endings.
They were very grim. But Disney came along and I guess took these stories and turned them into the beloved fairy tale stories that we think of when we think of those things now. Like Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella and
Snow White. Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Peter Pan.
Kingdom Hearts.
101 Dalmatians. Oh, The Sword and the Stone.
Yeah. And, all of these things, just kind of like when Disney made them into the animation films, or right now they're going to live action films, they have this kind of like really, really fantastic, like everything is great, and it's not at all true to the original story, but to an extent it does the same thing, teaches the same lessons.
It makes for an interesting and very accessible movie for a lot of ages, which is kind of what they do.
Yeah,
Disney.
and it's also like, if I'm 20 and reading about a mermaid cutting her legs off, I probably already know the lesson behind this.
Don't cut your legs off.
Look at this stuff.
Isn't it cool?
Don't you think
that I should go buy a pool?
Do you want to eat some cake?
No, I don't.
That's okay.
What were we just saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, Disney's, obviously on the adapting characters into fantastic films for the past,
950 years.
940 something.
Probably
a billion.
Disney opened probably in like 1733.
17.
1700.
No, the year 17.
Oh, the 17 year 7. Yeah, like
AD.
Yeah, AD.
Yeah.
After Dash.
After Dash, the Incredibles character.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
pretty much nailed it. A couple cover songs that are better than the originals?
I don't know if they're better, but in our opinions,
no,
yes.
They're better.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
You got When a Man. No, that's not true. Perry Sledge is the man. When a Man Loves a Woman by Michael Bolton. One of my personal favorites.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But Perry Sledge is the original. He's the man.
You've got She's the Man. That's a weird movie.
That is an odd movie.
Yeah, it was entertaining though.
I don't remember it. I remember the commercials. And
all I remember is Gouda cheese. So
all I remember was Amanda Bynes being like,
"I'm a boy,"
to be kicked in the groin.
Oh yeah,
that's all I remember from that film. It's been a while.
It's been strange.
She rocked that haircut though.
Yeah, she did.
She really did.
Joni Mitchell made Big Yellow Taxi.
Yeah.
Which was redone by Counting Crows and the lady who did 1,000 Miles, Vanessa Carlton.
I
something?
don't know.
I don't know.
It's just like
But
the guy I said. I have no idea if that's.
yeah, but I honestly like the new one better because of the original one. Just I guess I was out of the time period, so it was a really nice song, and I'm glad you wrote it, Joni Mitchell.
Dude, I love Joni Mitchell.
I for some reason am not a fan.
Song to the Seagull. We should listen to that sometime.
What about that one Metallica song? What is it?
It's a cover.
Oh yeah, Fly Like an Eagle.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's them.
yeah.
That's Metallica.
The posh boy band of
The Steve Harvey cover band.
Yeah, there we go.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You've got Mad World from I know it from Donnie Darko. I know it came out before that, but Gary Jules covered Tears for Fears.
Mm.
And if you ever listen to that Tears for Fears one, it's like, wow, this is like a parody of the other one. It's like, no, that's the original.
Yeah.
It's rough, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's unlistenable after Gary Jules.
There was a female version of Sweet Dreams Are Made
Annie
of
Lennox?
These. But a female cover band did it in the movie Sucker Punch, which I don't know why I was thinking about it.
Well, that's originally by a female.
Is it really?
Yeah, Annie Lennox.
I didn't know that.
She's from Aberdeen.
Well, I'm just crazy.
She's from Scotland.
Forget me.
But then Marilyn Manson covered it.
Yep.
And made it very odd.
Yep.
I liked it though.
Mm-hmm.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah.
He is a weird guy. But then again, you get into like Diane Ward, and those are even weirder people.
There was this really cool cover of Diane Ward that I went to go see at Concordia.
Did you?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Who did it, John?
You did.
Oh
yeah.
Jeez.
Alistair wrote a jazz version of that song, and it was awesome.
Yeah, you know, if I was about to ask them, like, hey, do you guys know Ugly Boy? And I was gonna wait for a response.
That would have been great.
I
would have honestly let you wait.
I'm just so tired, I guess.
All right, well, that explains why you're licking your foot.
I'm definitely not.
Oh,
if
yeah.
I was, I would not be able to speak with such dexterity.
You're a talented man.
Thank you. You've got Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley, one of my faves.
Yep, that's pretty
Covers Leonard Cohen, who has never heard of singing.
good. Yeah.
That man speaks into a microphone in rhythm.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah. So when did that happen? John was saying something about something like a character.
No, we were talking about me applying to that bakery that you work at.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, can I use your dad as a reference?" And then you were like,
Steven and I, shout out to Steven, were sitting next to each other, and for some reason, the little umlaut that you put over your U's, we lost it. We're like, can I?
Yes, yeah. Also, Susan Finnegan gets after me for my ooh vowel all the time.
Really?
Yeah, because I was singing Too Darn Hot, and I kept singing Too Darn Hot.
Too?
It's too darn, and I was like, no, you have to sing this like a classical singer now.
Too darn hot.
I was like, dang it, I sound like Pavarotti who just got like choked by a guitar string.
Ew. That sounds gross.
Yeah.
I always get in trouble for my ooze as well, but
Yep.
I do stuff like I can't think of a situation now.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
Yep.
Anyway, and then you've got the ultimate remake. You know what the best remake ever is? It's of a song.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the like. Okay, what song is it?
I'll tell you. It's "Hurt" by
Hurt?
Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah.
You know that one?
No.
Oh. Well, what happened was the Nine Inch Nails wrote this song called "Hurt."
Yeah.
It's really creepy about heroin addiction.
Okay.
It's really dark, and it's not pretty sounding.
Yeah.
It's really dark.
It's about heroin.
Yeah,
So
pretty
it's
much.
Probably gonna be pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty dark. And then Johnny Cash who was pretty familiar with the substance, who is like 70 something at the time. He covered it, and he was right at the end of his life. You know, he was very old, and he filmed a music video for Hurt, and he made it, you know, really simple, made it very melodic compared to the 9 Inch Nails, obviously.
Yeah.
And
like probably 8.5 inch nail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really beautiful and haunting and humbling. And so Brett Reznor, I think is the guy's name, from 9 Inch Nails, heard it and gave Johnny the rights to the song.
Wow.
He's like, this is not my song anymore.
Wow.
That was amazing.
That honestly is musician gold. Because usually you have like freaking people who are like, yeah, you can't sing Happy Birthday at restaurants. But then, like, you know, giving you rights of a song, songs are very personal. And when you're scribing them down, you are putting your heart and soul into some things like that. Giving that away, it's kind of like, you know.
It's like giving part of your soul away.
Yeah, giving part of your, you know, being away. It's like shirt off your back kind of stuff, you know. But
that's a really good one. Should look up both of those and listen to them. Hurt. Anyway, we're gonna end on like a really down.
Anyway, so hold on before we end.
All right.
We're gonna talk about
unicorns.
Yeah, and what is it? Those rainbow candies that they have in Sonic slushes. Those
nerds.
Well, they're not called nerds anymore.
Geeks.
They're called rainbow candies.
Are they really?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. They can't use the word nerds anymore, so they use rainbow candies.
What is this? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, listen here, Sonic the Hedgehog. You can't do that. What? Are you like messing with me?
I am dead serious. I am so serious that I was cast in Prisoner of Azkaban.
What are you saying to me right now?
I was so serious.
That was
nice.
That's pretty good.
All right, well, you know where to find us.
I can't believe that's real. I'm very disappointed in Sonic.
Dang it, Sonic.
Rainbow candies.
Rainbow candies.
Hey, can I get some rainbow candies?
In my limeade.
Hey, sir, what can I get you?
Rainbow candies. Give me them rainbow candies, girl.
Hey, Hi, welcome to Sonic. What can I get you? Hey, can I have a number 2 and I'll get a blueberry slush?
Bluesberry.
Blueberry slush with rainbow candies.
Rainbow candies. Rainbow candies.
Rainbow candies. Rainbow candies. Rainbow candies. Rainbow candies.
All right. Well,
so this has been good.
This has been great.
I wonder what the big white mark is.
I think it was when we went, oh!
Oh, yeah. I was like, why are they perfect? Like, oh, we were singing in harmony.
That's right.
Anyway. Hey, John.
What?
It's been real.
It has been real.
It's been fun.
It's been real fun.
Oh.
Yeah, gotcha.
Very nice. You caught me there.
You guys know where to find us.
Yeah, you find us at Facebook. Just look at Bite Size Lemons.
iTunes.
That's correct. All those things. And email us at the bslpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We love to read your emails, and we will read it on the air if you so wish.
Yep. That'd be great. If you don't so wish, leave a tag mark at the end so I don't embarrass you.
Yeah. It'll be like, from Steven. P.S. Don't read this
on the air.
Oh,
crap.
No. Anyway.
Well, send us an email, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie. What are you doing, man?
Come on.
I thought you were OG.
All right.
No, Reggie, you're awesome. You really are.
G.
All right, guys. Thanks. Let's high five. High six.
Yeah, dude. There we go, guys.
All right, bye, guys.
See you later.